Transmedia, just a tea.
Professor Julie McColl, thank you very much for joining us today. Could you introduce yourself, please?
Yes, my name is Julie McColl and I am from Glasgow, Caledonian University, and I'm the Assistant Head of the Department of Business Management, and I look after fashion marketing, retailing and sports events management staff and students.
And what are you doing here today in Castellon?
Today we've come to Castellon to talk to people about our research and research methods and
what does mean mindfulness in higher education, that I think is the subject of your conference today?
Yeah, I've just done some research on mindfulness in higher education just through the literature, just to find out the effectiveness of it, how it can make people better learners, better students, more confident, more creative, and just allow them to have a much better experience and go out there as much better citizens into the world.
Nobody is listening us right now, so tell me please the truth. Mindfulness works?
Oh yes, it works.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, it makes you much calmer. It makes you much more open to new things in your life, in the world, and in your learning.
When did you discover mindfulness?
I think I've known that there was some that for years that you could calm your mind and that it would make you be able to think much better. I've known it for a long time. I think most people are quite aware of it, but just don't really do anything with it.
You are a great researcher, but you are as well administration person. You have 34 colleagues in charge. You are the head of the department. You run every day a lot of stressful issues. So maybe are you a bossy person, or how do you deal that?
I'm a bossy person. I wouldn't say I was a bossy person. No, I think I just it's taken me quite a long time to to learn to manage as many people, and I just try to not to react to situations, and I try just to deal with them when they arise. And I don't think I'm bossy. I don't like to tell people what to do. Most people, academics, can manage themselves most of the time. Most of the time you're reacting to situations such as absence and trying to find staff to get things done, bringing together kind of just small strategic things for the subject groups. And
so your work is easy?
It's not that difficult, no. I wouldn't say it's that difficult. I think there are people who have much more difficult jobs than I do.
Well, no, I'm thinking about this. There are really different tasks, the management tasks and the researching tasks. And you do sometimes to do that kind of task in the same time, in the same day. So how can you deal with that? Because they are different.
What I do is I sit at my desk and I get the paper out that I'm working on, or something that I work on, and if I've got space in the morning I just try and do it, and at the end of the day I try to spend a wee bit of time working on anything. I just keep things lying on my desk, and then as people come in with situations in between, or as I'm going to meetings, I just put it aside and go and do what I need to do. I think it's about being able to focus on what you need to do while you need to do it, and then when you go do something else, just moving on and going back to it. And that can be quite hard, but if you're writing a paper, you're generally quite focused on it anyway. You generally know a lot about it, so you can go away from it and come back to it. And I'm much better at it now, though, and I would say I'm only getting better at it now, and I've been working in academia for a long time, so actually, it's taken me a long time to get to this stage.
Yeah. So Professor Julie McColl, now you come back, you are a researcher, and I'm going to ask you about the fashion industry. It's doing well, designing their brand strategies. It's doing well. This task is more advanced than other fields. Or
yeah, I would say it is more advanced in other fields. The fashion industry is a very strong industry, and the people in the fashion industry are very good at what they do. whether we think it's right or wrong and how they do it, they are very good at what they do. They're good at building a brand, and they're good at taking that brand to the market. But there's a very small number of key players, particularly Spanish brands. There's a number of very strong, very very effective Spanish brands, and these Spanish brands are helping to, with the Spanish economy, and it's one of the sectors that kind of suffers or shows when something is wrong. But it's a strong sector in Spain, and it's a fairly strong sector in Europe and the UK. So I would say that the fashion retailers are really pretty good at what they do, but the smaller ones need help to grow. They're the ones that aren't so strong.
One or two examples of that, of brands
that are very strong.
Yeah.
But also kind of main ones, H&M, Zara, Mango, Topshop. The ones that are very good at what they do. Some struggle, but there's some very strong brands out there that, even though if there's a recession, they're managing to do well.
And finally, for concluding the interview, mentor or master or reference in your career, a landmark in your career that you...
Gosh, that's hard. I'd say that my PhD supervisor was very, very important in just getting me to the end of something that was really hard work. And my colleagues and, I don't know, supporting me, but...
it's rare. A lot of people, maybe.
Yeah, and my family. There's a lot of people. I don't think you can... It's difficult to pinpoint one person. You could pinpoint one person that brought you on at an very early stage. There's been different people along the way that have had an influence in changing things.
And a book?
Oh, book.
It's difficult as well.
Would you want to know my favourite book, or is that an academic book that you want?
Not necessarily academic, maybe.
Maybe, no.
Literature or
no, my favourite book
philosophy,
is...
why not?
Anna Karenina.
But nice. And a present, finally, a film.
A film. My favourite film, we talked about this earlier, that's why we were laughing about it, because Lindsay asked it in the session, and we both said, what's your favourite film? And my favourite film is a film called Educating Rita, and it's about a hairdresser who went to university, and it's my favourite film because I used to be a hairdresser and then I went to university. So when I watch it, I just think, oh, that's what I used to be like. And
Professor Julie McColl, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Transmedia, just a tea.